Hi, Maria here and welcome to my channel. Today I'm very excited because I am doing my very first collab with the beautiful MandieGlam here on YouTube. And so I am so excited. So what we noticed was that both of us had done blind buys just over the past little while. So we thought it would be fun to do a video called Love It, Like It, or Leave It and give you our thoughts after wearing the perfumes and trying and testing them out. So if you haven't ever checked out MandieGlam's channel, I'm gonna leave it linked below. She is awesome. She's like nice and bright and cheery and beautiful, and she has great content. She shares a lot on perfumes, her loves for perfumes, but she also has like makeup related videos and hair related videos, kind of all things beauty. So please feel free to check out her channel. I'll leave it linked below. And when you check out her channel, give her a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment, let her know that I sent you. And if you are new or coming over from her channel, welcome so much, glad to have you. And I would love it if you would subscribe and kind of join the weird, wonderful family. And I guess that's all I have to say. So let's get started. The first perfume that I sniffed that was a blind buy is Lapham by Armaf. Now this one was highly recommended by Jeanne and actually Navadine here on YouTube. Both of them love this perfume. And so I wanted to give it a try. Super affordable, like $20–$25 around there. And this one, it opens up with it has plum, bergamot, orange, I think gardenia in the opening. I don't notice any floral, just a lot of fruit. And I kind of, that kind of stays the way it is, the whole entire perfume. To me, it kind of, like it's a really bright scent that kind of smells appley. So even though it's plum and I can smell the plum, even though there's citrus, to me it registers more. Like I kept on thinking to myself, what am I smelling? What am I smelling? And I feel like it smells like green apple. So that's what I get when I sniff this. And I kind of get that throughout the whole entire perfume. So if you like, I would say something like Versace's Dylan Blue or Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana, kind of that bright apple scent, I think that you would like this one. For me, this one, although I like the smell, and it's sweet and tart, so it kind of gives you that little bit of a pucker. Although it's really pretty, it doesn't play well on my skin. So for whatever reason, it does the same thing that Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue does on me. It goes kind of sharp. So I don't know what the note is that does that, or, you know, who knows? Who knows why a perfume doesn't work on my skin? But for whatever reason, it just doesn't work. So this one would be a pass for me. I got my husband to take a sniff, you know, after I'd worn it for a little while, and he felt the same way. It just kind of, his words were, it was sharp, it smelled sharp. And that's what I found with this one. It just goes sharp on me. It's not enjoyable. So this one is a pass, but if you like Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue, and again, this isn't a dupe for it, but it kind of has that same vibe somehow to me. I think it's that apple scent. Then I think that you would like this a lot. Yeah, so those are my thoughts. I feel sad, but this one is a leave it. Now the next one that I had that I was very excited about was Elie Saab's Girl of Now Forever. Now the reason why I was excited about this one is that I have heard so much about it. It's been reviewed tons. I see a lot of the Girl of Now and then this one. So I was super pumped also because it was on sale for $20 at my local Shoppers Drug Mart. They put perfumes on for like $19.99. And so this happened to be one of the gems that I found. Now this one, on my video when I first filmed it, I was so in love with it because you smell raspberry and lemon right off the bat. It kind of smells to me like you get that a little bit of that almond as well. So to me, it smelled like a shortbread crusted torte. So you know that almondy shortbread crust, like buttery, almondy deliciousness with like a lemon curd or lemon custard filling, and then lots of like delicious, like my mouth is watering just thinking about it, but lots of delicious raspberries on it. That's what I smell when I smell this. So I was so in love with it because raspberry and lemon are kind of my favorite things to eat, favorite things to smell. So I doused myself in it. So I gave myself a few sprays on video, but I was so in love with it. Like I was like, ah, this is amazing. And I just sprayed the dickens out of myself. But then after I got off, I was so enamored by this perfume that I sprayed even more. So I just went to town and gave myself a really good shower of this perfume. And let me just say it was a mistake. So, you know, it was still pretty, but I basically choked myself out. This stuff is pretty strong. So the raspberry and the lemon, it kind of stays throughout the whole perfume. And I love the opening, but as it dries down, you get that almond and vanilla kind of coming to the forefront, but it's a bit underwhelming to me once it starts to dry down. Now this one lasts a long time, and you still smell, in particular, the lemon, I would say, like there's a tartness with the almond, but just in the dry down, it kind of loses that little bit of an edge, and it's just kind of your typical almond vanilla scent. So nothing's too exciting, but it's still nice. I would only spray like 1 or 2 sprays of this to not like make myself sick. Now on the Sunday, like it was a Sunday that I recorded, and I sprayed so much of it that at one point I went to sniff like after like 8 hours, and I actually gagged because I was like, it was just too much. Like I really wrecked it for myself. That said, I still think it's really nice. Is it a love? No, because the dry down is a little underwhelming. It's great for sillage. It's great for longevity. Like it'll last on my skin for like 10 hours, 8-10 hours. So the longevity is great, but it's just kind of that typical kind of generic almond vanilla. So nothing too special in the dry down. So that's it for this one. This would be a like. I'm definitely going to keep it for now. I might change my mind, but I think that this is definitely a like. It's okay on my skin, but it's not the most, like it's not one of my ones where I just go every time I walk by. It's okay. Like it's a like. It's a like. So the next perfume that I have is Lalique Amethyst. Now this one, Demi Rawling really highly recommended, and both my friend and I had seen this one, and she beat me to it, bought it first, didn't like it, and gave it to me, and I waited to sniff it on camera in my blind buy haul. Now this one, I was super excited about trying it because first of all, Demi Rawling said that it was the inspiration behind Parfums de Marly Meliora. So that sounded really exciting. And then just recently I watched a video on Amethyst, and the girl there, I'll see if I can remember her channel or find it and I'll link it below, but she said that the same nose that did Meliora did this one, and this one came first, then Meliora. So anyway, I was really excited to try this, primarily because on Fragrantica, the notes were, it just looked like it was going to be a fruit bomb. So it had strawberry, blackberry, mulberry, blueberry, blackcurrant, all these amazing notes in the top. And so when I think of those notes, the first thing I think of is like a big bowl of berries with sugar and cream, or like some sort of baked berry deliciousness. That's what I think of when I see berries in the notes. This is not that. So this is not a gourmand in the slightest. This one is definitely berry. Like at first I thought, oh, it's just green floral. Like I just didn't understand it at all. But what I think it is it would be like if you picked all those berries, and you know how they'll have like green leaves and little pieces of stem on it. Some are ripe, some aren't, and you just put it all in a bowl, and then if you took a muddler and kind of muddled up all the leaves and the stems and the berries, the raw ones, all of that, and no sugar. That's what this smells like to me. It smells like if you were walking through a big berry patch out in the middle of the woods, and they were kind of unripe, and it had just rained, and so you kind of smell the green and the unripe berries. That's what this smells like to me. So it's not a gourmand by any means, not a fruit bomb in the sense that I would normally think of it, kind of like this green berry mosh. Now there's notes like floral notes, there's vanilla in the dry down. I don't really notice the floral so much or the dry down, any vanilla. It kind of stays pretty linear and quite green throughout the whole entire experience of this perfume. Now, like I said, at first sniff here, I was like, I don't even want to try it on. But then what happened was I decided to try it on, and I found, like, throughout the day as I wore it, I really enjoyed smelling it because it was intriguing. It was different. It was not your standard sweet scent. It was just different. It was more green, kind of fresh, a little bit soapy. And I really enjoyed wearing it. It's not what I would normally gravitate to. It's kind of, I think the more that I sniff it, the more I've liked it, and it moves towards almost a love. But it's a challenging one. So I would definitely not recommend this as a blind buy. Where I never liked anything green in the past, this being a little bit green, you know, Flora Botanica, everyone loves that one. I'm not crazy about it, but I find I enjoy smelling it. So I don't know, I think my nose is changing, but I find this one fascinating enough that I actually really, yeah, this is a keeper for me. I'm going to keep going back to it, and I like it for, you know, kind of those rainy days. Somehow it just, I don't know, it's mysterious. To me, this one would be like the way an elven princess would smell. Yeah, an elven princess would smell like this. Just kind of natural, not too sweet, not artificial, just natural and of the wood. So that's my thoughts on Amethyst Lalique. Tell me if you like this one. Like, it's confusing to me. It's just different. So yeah, I know that's a confusing review, but that's what you're getting. So my next two are absolute loves. My first one is Shaghaf Oud by Swiss Arabian. Oh. So this is a dupe apparently for Lancome's Oud Bouquet. I've never smelled that one, but this is just amazing. It's sexy. Like, this is sexy. It smells like the oud is beautiful, but because it's paired with that praline, I just think it smells amazing. You get oud, rose, and praline, kind of vanilla. This one is a bomb. So super potent. I find that this one will last a good like 10, 12 hours, maybe even longer. Oh, that reminds me. Lalique, that lasts about 5 hours on my skin. So this one lasts forever on my skin, and it's so powerful. I sprayed 2 sprays on this, one on my neck, one on my wrist, and I choked myself out. Like, I actually started coughing because it was so powerful right off the bat. And then I went and let my husband take a sniff, and he started coughing. So if you're going to wear this out, I recommend wearing it about half an hour, like putting it on half an hour before you go out so that you don't choke yourself and everybody else around you. But this is beautiful. It's deep, it's rich, it's sexy, it's sweet. You get the rose, you get the oud. Ugh, it's just awesome. This was love at first sniff for me, and I just think it's amazing. I would probably wear this more in the fall or the winter because it's quite heavy, but I just think this one smells amazing. I love it. It's a powerhouse, it's affordable, it smells phenomenal, deep, rich, sweet. If you don't like rose, you might not like this, but it's just, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, it's sexy, it's sweet, it's creamy, it's smoky. Yeah, smoky. This is something. This is, to me, this would be like a man-eater perfume. This one is awesome. So I love it. It's also unisex, so guys can wear it too. Yeah, highly, highly recommend this one. It's a love. It's a love for life, I would say. So the last one that I have is called Intense Cafe by Montale. This is the little 50 ml. And this one I did in my previous haul, like, so I had kind of two hauls right close together, and this was the only blind buy in that one. Now this one is amazing to me. This was love at first sniff as well. This one smells like a coffee, but it's not like black coffee. To me, this is coffee, like a latte, but like a strong latte, or like coffee with cream and lots of sugar, and then rose is what you're getting in this one. So it smells like a sweet coffee, I don't know, delicious drink. And it kind of would be like if you got a coffee and instead of stirring it with a stir stick, you stirred it with a rose and then sniffed the rose. That's kind of what you're getting. So it sounds like such an odd combination, coffee and rose, but it is to me just stunning. I love this one. I'm not sure which one I love more, but I love both of these, and my husband loves both of these too. He just thinks they're both gorgeous, and like just kind of sexy deliciousness with this one. It's super sexy, and it's super long lasting. So I love the lasting power of this one. It's again 10 to 12 hours, and the thing that I love about this one especially is I think it has one of the nicest dry downs for me out of all the perfumes I've talked about. It just, like, even the next day on my clothes, I love the way it smells. It stays interesting through the whole entire perfume. So this one is a major, major love to me. If you like coffee, if you like rose, if you like sweet perfumes, super sweet, you're gonna love this one. I would definitely lean towards wearing this in the fall and winter more so. And I can't wait till the weather gets cooler so I can wear these too. So these are loves, and I would say these are loves for life. Like, I love these. This one's super affordable. This one's a little bit pricier, but they're both gorgeous. So that's my little update on my beautiful perfume. So this one is a leave it for me. It just didn't play well with my skin. It's nice and bright, crisp. If you like those crisp kind of tart apple scents with like that bit of citrus, I think you'd really like this one. For me, it's a leave it. The Elie Saab Girl of Now, it's a like, it's okay. I may sell this one, it may be a leave, but for now it's a like. Lalique Amethyst, this one is a like leaning towards a love. Yeah, it's so intriguing, this one. And then Shaghaf Oud and Intense Cafes, loves for life, loves for life. Love these. So that's it for today. Please just once again go check out MandieGlam's channel, and thank you so much for watching. So let me know if you've tried these perfumes, which ones you like, which ones you don't. If you have any other ones that you'd like to recommend to me, feel free to do that. And that's it. So have an amazing week, and we'll talk to you soon.